My name is Emily Feldposh. I'm a microbiologist with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development in our Food Safety Microbiology Laboratory. In past years, we've seen different outbreaks of Salmonella in our area, in our state, through whole genome sequencing, through the sequencing of the bacteria that were found in clinical cases of Salmonella, and in sequencing of Salmonella that were found on cantaloupe. It was determined that cantaloupe caused an outbreak of Salmonella in our state. So we specifically are looking at melons for Salmonella in order to avoid any future outbreaks. We test routine food samples that are collected by our inspectors for pathogens such as Salmonella, listeria, and Shiga toxin-producing E. coli, which are all human pathogens. Once the inspector brings us the cantaloupe, we check them in, and when we go to test them, we use sterile gloves because we're trying to keep the outside of the melon as intact as possible from when it was collected. So we're not adding any extra bacteria or anything to the outside. So we use sterile gloves, sterile bags. The melons are weighed, and then an enrichment buffer is added. It has a solution of specific salts and sugars and things that bacteria like to grow. From there, we shake them really well, and then incubate those for about 24 hours. Once they come out of the incubation, there's a secondary and a tertiary enrichment step that we do prior to doing a screening for Salmonella species. Washing melons is a very important step in your preparation of melons. The concern is if there's any bacteria on the surface of the melon, when you take your knife and put it through, anything on the surface could collect on the blade of the knife and then transfer to the fruit that you were eating inside. So even though you aren't eating the rind on the outside, it could be transferring to the fruit itself, or even on your cutting board. So here at the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development Food Safety Microbiology Laboratory, we test thousands of samples from distribution centers for produce and grocery retail stores, also manufacturing facilities, all for our human pathogens, just to ensure that we're creating a proactive food safety environment in the state of Michigan.